We are the Bicep Strengthener group. The basic idea of the bicep strengthener is that it's a foot-powered bicep strengthener that uses leg force to amplify the bicep flex strength. And during the concept selection, we went through a few ideas of like a foot-powered pedal, hydraulic-powered cables, gears, and whether or not we should focus on rotating the elbow specifically or pulling on the wrist. This is the first concept sketch that we had. And then for the concept selection reasoning, the main things we were concerned with were simple design, making sure that it's comfortable for the user, safe, portable, and effective.
Alright, so a few of the design hurdles that we went through during the concept selection were how we were going to secure the device to the user, whether or not we wanted to use like a backpack or a metal sheet or something along those lines, how we wanted to ground the cables on the back to the metal sheet, whether or not we wanted to purchase or fabricate the elbow brace, how we were going to secure the pulley to the shaft on the back, and how we were going to avoid tensioning the cable at different angles on the back. So this is the final prototype, and as you can see, we ended up going with a backpack to secure the device to ourselves. We ended up welding a bolt to the sleeve bearing in order to attach the pulley to the shaft. We had sleeve cables in order to prevent tensioning of the cable at different angles. And then here's an actual picture of the final prototype.
Here are a few more pictures of our final prototype. You can see here we only sheathed the cable for about an inch or two right before the cable entered the backpack. This is just to make sure the cable was going up perpendicular to the backpack. And in the picture on the left, you can just kind of see what it's like with the device on my back. It was fairly comfortable, it wasn't very heavy, it was pretty simple to use. Future actions that we'd like to take is just to improve the overall comfort of the design. I'll admit that brace wasn't too comfortable on my arm. There were kind of some sharp edges, there were bolt heads cutting into my arm. We definitely want to kind of rework that elbow brace the next time around. Practicality, you know, we kind of just proved the concept works with our first prototype. It's not really the most practical thing. I'm not going to carry around something on my back to make sure I'm not going to carry around the exact prototype on my back to lift certain things. Reduce friction. We didn't get as much assistance from the cables as we thought we would, just because there were a number of sources of friction in our design. Improve the range of motion. As you'll see in this video, it wasn't exactly a perfect this kind of motion. The cable would pull my wrist towards my shoulder, but it would also pull my elbow back a bit. And then just this overall stability of the design. Here's a video of our concept in action.